D's. Opposition think they gon' win, well, we gon' see. People say there ain't no I in team, but if we go to adding.
What's poppin', y'all? We're always vibing as soon as we come in. We're always ready. The thing is if we're having a rough Monday and everything, the song, the vibe, the jam just always really gets us going. I get really, really excited. I get hella excited for sorry, I was reading something. Sorry. But the song always gets me super, super hyped for the show and everything like that. Lacey, aka LacedUp, here with Coach Dub, just like we are every single Monday. We weren't here last week, unfortunately, but you know, making up for it this week, because I feel like we're gonna have a really, really good episode this week for you guys. So Coach Dub, how you doing? How are things?
It's good. It's a good Monday, right? It's a good Monday. A lot of exciting things. Yeah, it's a good Monday.
You want to know why it's a good Monday?
How's that?
Because football starts this week.
Yeah, straight up.
Because it's our time. Our time is almost here, you guys. We are so excited. I don't know about y'all. I can't freaking wait. Yeah. Wednesday cannot get here fast enough. I'm so excited to see what we got going on for this upcoming season. You know, I'm excited to see some of the new guys that we have coming in from last year's class, how they've kind of handled their summer workouts and everything like that, how they've handled summer prep. I'm excited to see, you know, how deep that culture really runs, you know, like something that Sark really, really talks about. And summer is a big testament. Summer workouts, staying healthy, staying fit, staying in position to be where you need to be come fall camp is a big part of that. And so I'm excited to see what happens on Wednesday. I can't wait. It's football. It's freaking football time, y'all. We're almost a month out, and I can't freaking wait. But before we get to the football conversations and everything, I want to talk a little bit of the I want to talk a little bit about the Olympics, because not only is the USA killing it right now in the medal count, but we also have a couple Longhorns that are adding to that count. We had a couple bronze medalists today and yesterday. Luke Hobson, Texas swimmer, wins the bronze medal. That, I don't know who watched that race. I did. And me and my dog were literally howling. I was like, because the thing is he was hella behind as soon as the race started and everything. So I was like, okay, I don't see it being like super close or whatever. But as soon as he hit that flip and hit the turn and comes back for the last 50, he started going. He gained the time that he lost back, and it was so close. I think there was like 0.06 of a second that separated gold from fourth. Not even just out of medal contention, but it was crazy. It was a crazy race. Thought he was so close to getting gold. Oh, it was so close. It sucks. But super proud of Luke for getting the bronze medal. And then we also had Carson Foster getting the bronze medal yesterday as well in the 400 meter medley. So like it's the 400 IM, but I don't know it. I don't know what that stands for.
Hey, you got me.
I don't know. Some about the medley. Yes, that's another. Yes. Absolutely. We got women's rugby finally contending for in medal matches for the first time ever. USA women's rugby team is contending for a medal, y'all. Contending for a medal. That is super exciting for the first time ever. So super proud of those ladies. Super proud of those girls. I cannot wait to watch and see how that goes. Took down Great Britain today. So you know what? England just takes hella L's to the US. I don't really know what. There's not really huh?
I was laughing at you. You said they can take hella L's.
They do.
Yeah.
The UK takes hella L's
I mean,
to the US all the time for everything.
That's true.
They always be taking L's to the US. They've been taking L's since 1776.
We're on the same. Knock on wood. We're thinking the same.
Hey, twin. Okay, twin work. We said that at the same time. That was crazy. That was crazy. Wow. But this is how you know that this is an authentic friendship.
Facts.
You know what? Like we genuinely enjoy coming on here every single Monday and hanging out with you guys. If you're here for the first time or if you're back, we really, really appreciate you. Please make sure to like this video, like this live, share with your friends, comment down below. Let us know who you're excited to see in the Olympics. I've been glued to my TV. That's what all I've been watching. That's been all that's been on my TV. I woke up hella early the other day to watch the women's gymnastics prelims. When I say hella early, I mean like 4 o'clock in the morning, hella early. Like like hella early. We were locked in. We were up at 4 o'clock in the morning, sat, ready to watch Simone Biles. Absolutely, that woman. The simple fact that she is not consistently included whenever people are talking about their greatest athletes of all time is a crime.
Yeah.
Like that, I feel like that definitely deserves prison time. Like that's at least a misdemeanor. Because what the fuck? Like, what are we even talking about?
Yeah.
Because because the thing about Simone Biles is she's literally better than her sport. She's better than her sport allows. She competes different moves, different tricks that she will compete and immediately ban.
Right.
Like the competition will immediately ban. So it's, I don't know. Sorry, give me 1 second. What the heck? Sorry, my little production thing of the comments and everything kind of went haywire for a second. So I was like, what is going on? But like I said, woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning. Hella excited to watch Simone Biles just absolutely kill it. Hey, from Cabo, that's amazing. What's up? What's up? Thank you guys so much. Thank you so much for joining in. We really, really appreciate you guys. Like I said, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We're really, really trying to grow the YouTube platform. So please make sure that if you're on Twitter, watching over on Twitter, please head over to the YouTube channel over there at LacedUp X Podcast over on YouTube. I may have something super, super cool to do when... Dang. I thought my phone was on silent. My bad. But what was I gonna say?
I don't know.
I don't remember what I was saying. What were we talking about? What was I saying?
Huh?
What was I saying? What were we talking about? Somebody tell me what we were talking about. I completely forgot.
You're about to give a shout out to your name. Say who you are. Like, subscribe to the show. We're trying to grow our YouTube, and then start laughing, talking about something else. You know what I mean? But
we were talking about the Olympics. I was talking something about the Olympics. I don't remember what I was saying. It was something good, but whatever. I mean, here we are. It is what it is. Whoops. Oh well. Sorry. But first, before we start talking about fall camp and everything, I really want to jump into a little bit of recruiting.
Yeah.
Because we had a FLIPMAS in July. It's the FLIPMAS in July sale, y'all. So like, what? Your face.
July, I like that.
Well, because it's like the Christmas in July sale, you know? No?
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody got that? Okay. Yikes. Tough crowd. But Josiah Sharma flips from the Oregon Ducks to the Texas Longhorns at the Texas pool party, the barbecue bash, whatever you want to call it. I don't really know exactly the official title of it, but big time flip for the Longhorns, and even bigger flip for Kenny Baker, considering it's his very first defensive line recruit at the state of Texas, at the University of Texas. So what exactly does this mean for Kenny Baker, and what does it mean for the defensive line?
Man, it kind of gets the monkey off his back a little bit. Hey, look, these fans are starting to like, hey, what's up with this dude? Why we hiring? You know, like, hell is he bringing to the table? You know what I mean? Like seriously, right? And I know I've always been in KB's corner saying, hey, at least give him a year.
Yeah.
Like, be patient with the man. You know what I mean? I'm not ready to write the dude off. He's only been here a couple months. Come on, man. Y'all can't do your own jobs in a couple months either. You know, it'd be just the baddest dude on the planet. So get that dude some time. He finally got a defensive line commit. Shout out to Coach Nansen, Coach Choice. That was a total team effort, but shout out to Coach Baker, staying consistent and getting in on that dude, man. Got that dude to flip. Texas was always home for him.
Mm-hmm.
Texas was the school. Oregon just came in the last second and flashed that pretty girl, that pretty green in front of his face, and I can't blame the guy for taking it. But he knew where his heart was, and it was in Austin, Texas, and I'm glad he flipped and came back. So shout out to him, man. For real.
Well, we heard it the entire week of his commitment that he was a Texas lean the entire time. It was a big shock whenever he ended up committing to Oregon. Everybody was kind of confused. So, I mean, obviously it ended up being one of those things where, I mean, it was kind of similar to the situation that we talked about with DK. You know, it's just sometimes shit just happens. What are you really supposed to do? What are you supposed to say? It just is what it is. I do think that obviously the DK situation had a little bit more. He genuinely very, very much liked Oregon. And Oregon was always a pretty big contender for DK. So,
most of.
But I do feel like getting the flip obviously brings in some momentum anyways. From a position of need and from a position that was desperately needing some attention and desperately needing, desperately needing a win in that aspect. So obviously I think that it's just a win for the room just in general. But we're obviously getting a lot of questions about Josiah Sharma as a player and what exactly do you think he's going to be able to bring to the defensive line? What kind of player do you think he is? Are you excited? Like what kind of player do you think we're getting? Give us the deeds.
If anybody hasn't, if you haven't subscribed to Inside Texas, like I've been writing about this guy since February, right? Hey, by the way, promo code IT1 is 2 months for $1. Hey, it's going into football season now, so come check us out. But I wrote about this dude. Josiah Sharma, to me, is the best, if not the best, top 5 in the nation to me. I see nobody else like him. Size,
why? What makes you say that?
No, sorry. I got a 3-year-old who just got out the tub trying to walk through here. You're gonna give me shut down, baby. You can't walk through here. You gotta put clothes on. Don't you go with your mama. Okay, cool. She tried to get us knocked out.
Okay, well, let's continue. Anyways, so, continue.
No, okay. So Josiah Sharma is one of the best defensive tackles in the nation, right? He's fast, he's tall, he's strong. He reminds me of Chris Jones for the Chiefs. Y'all know how dominant he is up front for the Chiefs in the big number 95. Like Sharma reminds me of him. I don't see too many dudes his size can move like him. Strong. Like this dude's so athletic, man. So athletic. Right. And he's just scratching the surface of his talent. You know what I mean? Because he played offensive and defensive line.
Mm-hmm.
Like to me, he's a day one. I don't know how strong he is at the college level, right? He's strong at the high school level, but everybody's strong at the college level, right? So I want to see how strong he is. And he has another year of high school to kind of grow and get stronger. But to me, he's a day one. Like throw him in there, and let him play. I think
immediate impact guy,
like a Rod Wright, like a big Frank Ocamp could, like a Corey Redden could. Like you're able to throw him in day one and just let him do his thing. Like, I think he's that good. I think he's a 3 and out. He's gone after 3 years.
And honestly, that's
yes.
That's the thing is these are the types of recruits that we've been begging for at the defensive line position. We need these types of guys, the types of guys that are versatile, that can play in that A gap, but it can also move down and move around and do what they got to do and clog up the gap and do what they like. Just be that anchor of the defensive line that we need. And be a guy that can literally play anywhere. I'm with you. I'm very, very, very excited to see what Kenny Baker specifically is able to do with him, because I think that with a natural raw talent like Josiah Sharma, it's going to be really exciting to see the development that Kenny Baker is able to provide for a guy like him.
Yes, Chris, one take. Look, that's the guy you put the 1, 3, 4, 5. Like he can play it all. Do not let him be a gap stopper and take double teams on. That ain't his game. You got to let him attack and do his thing. Like, you don't take somebody like a freak of an athletic, so much athleticism like him and say, hey, I want you to hold down double team. No, you just let him attack and whip somebody's ass all day. Like, that's what you do with him. Taking on double teams ain't his thing. I'm not saying you can't ask him to do it, but you really need to put this guy in the best position to be successful. And I think you need to let him attack. You ask him to hold up double teams, I don't think, he's not your guy. Not saying he can't do it, but man, it's like having what's that saying? A Ferrari without an engine. Like, what's the point? You know what I mean? Nah.
You're gonna be stuck with your Lamborghinis.
Yeah, no. Let that dude go. Let him attack all day.
So this kind of leads into, so we got another question. He is a nose, right? He's a nose tackle.
I think he'll play 3. I think he'll play 5. Like, he has ability to play it and set the edge. Like, he's quick. He's big.
Oh, sorry. I thought you froze for a second. I was very confused.
Charles Tate look better. I mean, if that's your preference, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say that Tate doesn't look better. I just see like trajectory of Sharma just being just a different kind of dude, man. Like, it's just
exactly. Sark praises versatility, so that I like versatility.
Anyway, that's different. Don't get me started. See, he made me say that. He made me say that.
But also, I mean, hey, maybe this is turning a new leaf.
Okay, so what's next? I'm sorry.
Ding.
No, but I mean, hey, we hope so, right?
Yeah, right. Everybody has dreams, Coach Dub. Don't burst my bubbles.
I think if we get Charles and Sharma, go get DJ Sanders too. Hey, look. Yeah, we got a chance to finish with some guys, man. So yeah, keep recruiting, Texas. Keep going after it.
We've also got some big name. We've also got some big name 5-stars setting to recruit pretty soon, or setting to recruit. I can't talk today. Sorry. Setting to commit pretty soon. Yeah. Guys like Michael Fasusi, you've got Jonah Williams, guys like that. How can you give us a little rundown, little quick little bullet notes on each guy that Texas is really in the hunt for, and guys that we should really kind of not expect, but really hope that they end up falling our way?
So I'll give you 2. Fasusi, Terry, Lockett, Jonah. I hope they all come into Texas. Will they? No, but we're in the running. We're in the running with everybody.
Yeah.
That's all you can ask for. And it's not like the running between 5 or 10 teams. It's running between like top 2.
Yeah.
It's either you or somebody else. I mean, you're in a good spot. Man. So I like being in a good spot for landing such talented players like them. Like Jonah and Terry, like those 2 dudes are like the athletes we used to sign. I don't know when y'all were born, how long you've been Longhorn fans, but like in early 2000s, Mac Brown had a thing before he'll take athletes and then put them at safety receiver, and let them ball out or play both sides. Like, these 2 dudes can play either side of the ball, man. You know what I mean? Like Jonah Williams and Michael Terry are that special. It's just you don't see too many kids like that nowadays. But Lockett's a big, speedy receiver. Fasusi, hey, big offensive lineman. You want him? Like, give me all of them. But
realistically,
I don't. I think it's toss up. It's a toss up. And I'm not to say Texas has done a great job, especially to get back in the recruitment of like Jonah Williams, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, hey, we've been running. We caught up.
I was about to say we've really, really, really stepped up our game in the Jonah Williams hunt, right. And I think that's been really, really, really obvious with the way that he's been talking post, barbecue. And with just the way that things have kind of been going behind the scenes, and just things that I've been told and everything, it sounds really, really good. Obviously, we're not saying he's picking Texas. That's not what we're saying. We're saying that that's what we hope. We hope that that's the case. But obviously, with a guy like Jonah Williams, I'm really looking towards the MLB. That's definitely something that.
Now that you say that, though, it's a race between 3. Texas, another school, and the MLB. Yeah, there you go.
Why'd you just say another school? You could have just.
I didn't give it out. We don't speak of them. We don't speak of them. How about that?
Those who shall not be named.
Yeah. Hey, great point, Victor. Earl Thomas was a crazy athlete in high school. He played quarterback, running back. I do everything and bam. Straight up.
Perfect correlation. So, see? That's what happens. That's what happens.
I don't know. It's like 1A, then 1B, 1B, 1C. It's like, I don't know, man. That's a lot of schools right there. I would say this. These kids are very good at being politicians at an early age. They're good at seeing,
especially nowadays.
They're good at saying what you want to hear and get you all excited. And then it makes, oh my gosh, it makes school B go, oh, so he's leaning that way. Maybe we need to offer more money. And now that kid has done his job. He's gotten more money out of another school. Oh, he's leaning back that way? Well, crap, we better up our offer. So, look, when y'all read this report, yes, it sounds good. Get excited. But just know, these kids and families know how to play the game too. They're playing the NIL game. Mm-hmm. So you're seeing all these post visits. Oh, Texas is back in it. Oh, we may be leading. Now, somebody else about to offer more money, and then they'll be leading. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
So be careful. Don't get your hopes up, but yeah. That's the game within the game.
Fun fact, I had a class with David Ash.
Belton, Texas.
That same class, I had a class, it was David Ash, Tyrone Swoops. Yeah, I had a class with a few different football players.
That was your fault.
Yeah, sure. We'll blame me. Blame me. Hey, I've said that I was the bad luck. I've said that before because I went through the Charlie years, y'all. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Did you do their homework for them? Yeah. Did you do their work for them? Were they really working hard, doing their own work?
No.
Oh, no.
No, I will say the professor, because they were more well known and everything, because people knew who they were. Because people knew who they were, the professor did call on them a lot more often than they probably wanted to.
That's funny.
David Ash always had like 2-word answers, just like, yeah. Just like in the back of the class, just, yeah. I will say Tyrone Swoops was in the front of the class and was actually very, very active in discussions and everything. He didn't have to be like coerced into interacting and everything in class. So that was pretty cool. But David Ash did not want to be there. Let's just say that. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
So
we had Case. I don't even want to talk about that.
That's what I'm saying. Oh, I think Case might have been in that class too. Now that I think about it.
Oh, this is totally your fault.
That's what I'm saying. Like I was.
Yeah, all 3 quarterbacks in your class.
It was a big class, to be fair. It was a big class.
I like that answer.
Okay, you know what? Period. Period.
Straight up.
Period. But we talked a little bit about recruiting and everything, but now I want to really, really, really jump into fall camp and really breaking down. We're going to go position by position and really talk about the 2D, talk about maybe some sleepers, some guys that we think could be really fighting for a starting position come Colorado State. You know, there are a couple guys that I'm really, really excited to see where their summer goals have taken them. I don't really know how to phrase that, but there are a few guys that I'm really, really excited to hear about and everything. So let's just go position by position and start from top to bottom. You want to start offense, defense? Which side of the ball you want to start off with? I don't really care.
You got to go quarterback, so let's do it.
Let's go quarterback. So obviously you got Quinn, you got Arch, you got Trey. Then you got KJ coming in eventually.
Right. Well,
I
guess we know what we kind of know what the pecking order is, right? We know what 1 and 2 is.
Mm-hmm.
We know who takes the majority of the snaps. Well, starting out, everybody gets some reps, right? But majority of the reps as you get closer towards the end of fall camp, that thing will start to dwindle down, and it'll be an Arch and Quinn Ewers battle, and those are everybody be graded. Everybody go through the whole rigmarole of fall camp, but we know get prepared. By the end of fall camp, it's going to be Quinn and Arch on one field. The rest of y'all get over there. Go run scouts.
I think Trey might be over there with Quinn and Arch. I think you're not giving Trey as much credit as.
I'm just telling you what's going to happen.
I mean, yeah, he's QB3, so obviously, like.
I'm not.
But also, you're saying.
I'm not giving a third guy. I'm not letting you get. When you get the closer to game time, I'm not giving a third string reps. You may get one.
Yeah, no, obviously, that's not what I'm saying.
He's gonna get another field.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, Millie, go over there with him. I got this.
Yeah.
Yes, I got this. Go over there, Millie. I'm telling you, separate. Go over there with scout team, bro.
Yeah, I got you.
Scout team quarterback, but that's where you're gonna get most of his reps at.
Yeah, no, I got you. But I think that barring any sort of serious injury from Quinn, I think he hasn't had a fully healthy season since his sophomore year in high school. It's been a long time since Quinn has had a fully healthy season that he's actually played a full season.
Right.
And so it's not extremely far-fetched to assume that we're going to have to see Arch maybe once, maybe twice this upcoming season. It's not too far-fetched to sit here and say something like that. I feel like Quinn is our quarterback. Quinn is our starting quarterback. It obviously signed, sealed, delivered going into year 3, headed into the SEC. He's got the most experience. He's, I'm excited to see Quinn take that next step. I really think that last year he had a lot of pressure with, Arch kind of really nipping at his heels and had those questions in his head on his own abilities and his own self-confidence and everything, and just really questioned himself a lot more last season because it seemed like a lot of his issues last season were a lot more mental. And I just feel like this season is really the season that it's his money season. It's his time to make his check. So it's that time to really finally put it all together with scheme, physical ability, with the mental toughness, with the football IQ, speed, release point, everything, footwork, blah, 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 blah. Words, brain is not footwork, not feet work. Good night. It's freaking Monday, y'all. Sorry. But he has had issues in the past with his footwork. So yeah. So hoping maybe that's a little bit cleaned up. But we'll see. We'll see how things go. We'll see how things are. Like I said, barring any serious injury, Quinn is our quarterback 1. Then it goes Arch, then Trey, and then whoever else.
Yeah. Straight up. Look. Like I want to see Quinn succeed. I want to see Quinn put it all together. I'm not asking him to have perfect good footwork because it's just not him. I don't think. Like it didn't get better from spring to now. I'm just gonna be straight up honest. You can do all the drills, but it's just not his game. He's all arms. He ain't trying to do all that. Now Manning, he wants to be perfect, good from feet. You know what I mean? Foot to feet, but fundamentally. When it comes to Quinn, Aaron Rodgers, give me the ball. I got this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, he ain't. No.
Do you think Quinn takes that step this year, though? Because I feel like we still saw some issues last season with, timing and hesitance and having similar issues that he's had since he got to Texas. So do you see him able to, do you think he's able to take that next step?
Look, from a mental standpoint, he should be able to, and I expect him to, right? You've been in college, but this is the 3rd year, right? 4th year, if you count Ohio State for a year, right? I mean, hey, he went through. You've been in practice. You've been in watch film. You don't see a ton of defenses. You've seen a ton of looks. Like if you're still getting confused about some of the same looks, hey, how much film are you really watching? How much time are you really studying? But he should know where to go with the ball most of the time, right? By looking at defense, right? I mean, you look at a couple things. All right, 2 safeties out. Okay, open middle field. Middle field's open. Oh, 1 single safety. Middle field's closed. So I need to look outside. Like, I'm not a quarterback, but I know, okay, middle field's open. Oh, it's not. Okay, maybe they're a man or cover 3. Like, I can break down coverage just looking. You know what I mean? Or they showing pressure. All right, down call. Or west call. West, run right. You got to go to the west, block to the west. Everybody's go left. Like, I can tell you stuff like that. Now, I ain't getting chased by 300-pound linemen. But I'm telling you, some things she should better look at.
You throwing up gang signs on this live right now.
I use West. It may not.
I know. I was just. I just know.
But
I just noticed it, so I had to call it out.
It's like all that. Like, you should better come to the line and say all that, because the play the defense doesn't.
Yeah.
So you can basically tell what somebody's lined up in. Now, I will say in the SEC, it's a little more complicated because they run more. You're going to see more Michigan style, NFL style type defenses, where the Big 12 they lined up. Because you know what I'm saying? Like, it's already fast paced, so they line up and just play.
Yeah.
So you can kind of read the defense, pre-read. It's like, okay, this whatever they line up in, they're going to run. The SEC is not like that. It's just not. And I noticed not just Quinn, but Sark struggles against the Tampa 2 defense. Like, I went back and watched the film versus Iowa State over the last few years we played them, and it's like, man, that scheme is tough. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. A couple people in the SEC are going to run it this year. We're not getting away from the 3 high safeties, just so y'all know. So it ain't going nowhere. But
it's going to continue to haunt us.
Yeah, it's just Sark. Here goes as far as Sark takes him as well. Well, Arch could say, Sark, I got this. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying Quinn can't. I'm just saying Arch is more of I can enhance whatever Sark's thinking.
Yeah.
I see. Well, I saw this, Coach Sark. Where Quinn was like, I thought I saw this.
Yeah.
It's not bad. I
feel like it's a different sense of self-confidence.
Right. It is. And Quinn's been hit.
Yeah.
He's been hurt.
Yeah.
Multiple
times.
You're like, oh, you start to tense up, like, oh shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You start taking those first couple of big boy hits.
They add up. Mentally, they add up, right? You start seeing pressure that's not there. If we're going to keep it a buck, we saw it in the spring game where they weren't even going to hit it.
Yeah.
Like, oh, shit. You take it. Hot potato. What the fuck? Like, what are you doing, bro? So
he's scared. Stop it. Stop being so scared.
It's those things, right? But I ain't been hit. So I can't say what it is thinking. But yeah, hey, Benji, you made a great point. Check downs, yes. The check down is your friend. Tom Brady won Super Bowl throwing check downs. Just saying.
Fair enough.
To a run. Everything's RPO, so he has a chance to give it. I think Sark's telling him to hand it off and run or pass them, so he doesn't make a decision on the RPO. I really don't. I think it's predetermined. If you look at some of the passes, like the interception to OU, the slant, it was predetermined. You look at Wyoming game, it was predetermined he was going to pull and throw. That's why the corner almost picked it off. Like, he'll stare you down. Like, I'm throwing this ball where you could have just handed it off. He didn't read whatsoever. He didn't read the defense in on the linebacker or the safety. He just like, I'm throwing it because he was told to. So I think that's one thing. He doesn't start Arch. I think Sark just kind of loosen up the leash and let him do his thing. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see if he does.
Maybe. So we talked about the quarterback position a little bit. Let's go ahead and go to the big dudes in front of him. Let's go ahead and go to the offensive line. Let's start with the starting 5. We've had a very, very consistent starting 5 the past 3 years. So I'm very, very, very excited to see what the starting 5 looks like this upcoming season, going into year 3 with with only losing one guy.
Yeah. It started with Banks, and I missed the NFL first round. He's going the first round.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't even say nothing about him. Like, he's a first round talent. That says it everything.
He just is. It's Calvin Banks. Like,
I think this year, I'm not saying we won't test him. I don't think it's not gonna be a cakewalk and just dominate everybody in SEC, because he's gonna see some NFL type dudes, first round dudes he's going against week in and week out. Right in the Big 12, he didn't see that many, so I'm ready for him to see solidify himself as a first round pick and dominate the SEC too. Got Cole Hudson at left guard. Hey, come on, bro. Hey, this is SEC, fam. This ain't the Big 12 no more. You're gonna see no more 275-pound defense linemen. Hey, Jake Majors. Hey, bro. Hey, I know he played. He played a lot of games.
Please stop the pre-snap penalties, please. He was actually better. He was better with it last season, I will say. I will say, I will say, like I said, I'm going to give him his flowers. He was better with the pre-snap penalties last season. So let me go ahead and clarify that. But he has had an issue with pre-snap penalties in the past, and it's so annoying whenever you're driving down the field.
Hey, can we give him a pass if he has like a couple against Michigan? Because I ain't blocking Kenneth Graham, Mason Graham.
No passes. He's done it too much in the past for me to give him any sort of passes.
Okay. He might have one too. I think it's who he faces this year. Like he faces some dudes, man.
Mm-hmm.
Kentucky defense line, Michigan defense line. Like, you got to see Georgia D line. Like, hey.
Yikes.
It ain't easy. We on a week-to-week basis, right? But then you got DJ Campbell at right guard. I think DJ finally can put it together because he can run block. All right, and DJ can pass block. He's getting better at pass block. Like, I know, like it's just having more game reps, man. I think for DJ, it's not ability, right? It's just like seeing multiple things. A lot of people like to run twists and stunts on us, and we have trouble picking it up. But I'm ready for him to. I'm ready to see what he looks like. I guess going into year 3, man, because I expect the DJ to be 3 and out like Banks, honestly, and he has the talent, he has everything. So, but we need him. He's the meanest on the O line. Besides Cam Williams is big and mean too. But DJ back it up. Like DJ, I asked him to play. If you want to fight, I'll do that too. And then I got family in the stands to fight you. You know, DJ a little different. So
he said, "Let's post up." He said, "Catch me outside."
Yeah, hey, he will. You know what I mean?
Catch me outside, bro.
DJ's like that. So, yeah, he mean to NATO. Oh, hell yeah. Hey, DJ a fool, bro. DJ ignorant.
And I think that's the thing is that's what we're hoping to see from DJ though. Yeah. We're wanting to see him get up there and get physical and mean and aggressive and pancake some motherfuckers.
DJ's that friend. Like, we can't take him to the club, but he always fighting. That's DJ, bro. DJ's he's like that. He's gonna tell you he like that too. Then we got Big Cam Williams at the right tackle. Cam has lost some weight. Thank God. Cam's a big team. He's a big mugger.
Big Cam Williams.
If Cam can move his feet, we're in good shape. If he can't move his feet, we're gonna have a ton of hold ability. And Cam been holding since he was at Duncanville. So, I love him. He's big, nasty. He's mean too. He's got like DJ. He gonna talk and back it up, but he holds because he doesn't move his feet that well.
Mm-hmm.
Then we got Trevor Gooseby. Hey, I'm telling y'all now, buy stock in Trevor Gooseby. Telling you right now, Trevor Gooseby is going to the NFL. He's going to be first round left or right tackle. I'm telling y'all. I put my name on him. Trevor Gooseby from Melissa, Texas is going to be a first round draft pick offensive lineman.
LacedUp certified.
I'm telling you straight up.
Stamped.
But NATO's good too. I think you can put NATO in at left or right guard though. You can put NATO in at left or right guard, man, and you won't miss a beat. Honestly, I think like that's a solid line, and they got depth. Like, come on, man.
Mm-hmm. We're talking about multiple guys that could step up and be impactful.
Like, I don't want anybody to get hurt, right? But somebody needs to come out for a game or a series. Like, man, you're able to throw somebody in, or somebody, hey, I'm hurt, dinged up for the rest of the game. You need somebody to finish. Those guys can do it easily.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then Coach Cal Flood is that dude that's developing and teaching and coaching. So, if he got trust in you, I'm good with it.
Works for me because there's been a lot of talk about Texas having one of, if not the best offensive line coming into the 2024 season. So I'm excited to see what Kyle Flood and them are able to do with some of the new guys and some of the guys that have been kind of sitting and waiting their turn, like the DJ Campbells and the Cam Williams, those guys that have been kind of waiting in the wings for a second to really have their time to shine. So I'm really excited to see what they're able to do in fall camp and see the offensive line, possible Joe Moore award-winning offensive line.
Yeah. What's on?
So we talked a little bit about. Oh, were you going to say something else?
No, I'm sorry. What's our next position?
No, that's what I was going to get into. So we talked a little bit about the offensive line. Now let's go ahead and go to the backfield. Let's go running back and talk about the very dynamic, very versatile 1-2 punch that I am stoked. I don't know about y'all, but I am so excited. I'm excited. since Tashard Choice has been at the University of Texas, I've been excited about the running back position every single year that he's been here. Like going into that next season, I remember going into last season having conversations with one of my family friends that diehard Texas fan, been literally subscribed to Orange Blood since its inception type shit. So like I was talking to him and I was telling him about how just how much I think of Jonathan Brooks and how excited I am about to see what Jonathan Brooks is able to do now that, you know, obviously it sucks that Bijan's gone, but I really think that Jonathan Brooks is going to step up and not really miss a beat when it comes to, you know, holding his own as that workhorse back at the running back position. And he even told me, he was like, I don't know, man, I'm nervous about that. Like, I like Jonathan, but I really think CJ is going to be the one that steps up, blah, 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 blah. And nothing against CJ Baxter, but it was one of those things that as soon as Jonathan Brooks hit the scene and started to pop off, I texted my family friend and I said, told you. I freaking told you, because...
It's a short choice impersonation.
Huh? Dude, oh, yeah.
Hey.
What you were doing?
They dogs. Both of them, coach. They both dogs. That's all choice.
Dogs.
Like,
they dogs.
I'm telling you, they dogs. Baxter, like, he better than Bijan, coach. He got that in him. He got dogs. I'm telling you, coach, they dogs. That's all he got.
So he a sunshine pumper? He a sunshine pumper?
No, Choice is just like Coach Choice is just a real Georgia Southern hood dude. Hey, coach, they dog. I'm telling you, they dog. He always got a toothpick in his mouth.
You see his toothpick every time. You see his toothpick every time you see him.
Dogs, coach, they dog. I'm telling you, dogs. So, I mean, I trusted him. I trusted Choice. Whoever Choice put out there, gonna be dog. like you can go Baxter, you can go Blue, you can go Windsor, you can go
Wisner, Trey Wisner.
What did I say?
You said Windsor.
My bad, Trey. Trey. Don't come beat me up that anyway.
Jeez.
You can play Gibson. You know what I'm saying? You can play the young cat out of Arizona who really is
Christian Clark. Christian Clark is like that. I called him Baby Bijan before he ended up committing.
He is that.
I called him Baby Bijan because when you look at his tape, he has some characteristics of the great Bijan Robinson.
Yeah, he does. And so, man, legit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. And
so I'm not really worried about running back. I thought they were gonna get the job done. I've seen Baxter get better throughout the year. I did a breakdown on him too. On Inside Texas, I did a breakdown on Baxter's film. Him running kind of timid and kind of not filling the hole, going down by shoestring tackles. But later in the season, he started to kind of stay up and keep his balance and run through people. And understand, like, hey, you got to finish runs, and that's a little bit of choice in him.
Yeah.
Choice in him. And Blue, I think he just waited for his opportunity, right? And he said on the scene, like, hey, I'm still that dude too. I can still run through the tackles. I know I got speed. I can run between the tackles, outside the tackles, make it happen. So you got a 1-2 punch. Thunder and lightning, like
Jaden. Yes, that's what I was about to say. Jaden Blue is, I've said it before, lightning in a bottle. He is very much an explosive play waiting to happen with the ball in his hands. The way that he is able to find his holes and hit them as quickly as he does and hit his top end speed is just crazy. He's so fast. He's so freaking fast. I think he ended up being the fastest running back in all of college football last season.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He is very, very, very fast. Like I said, explosive play just waiting to happen. So I'm excited to see what he is able to do. But this is a question that I thought was interesting. He said, don't forget about Trey Wisner. Do you think he's going to take more of the Keelan Robinson role? I personally think Trey Wisner is a better overall running back. Just in general, like just for the position, I think he might be a better running back than Keelan Robinson. That's just my opinion. But I really like Trey. I'm really, really excited to see what we can see what Trey is able to do. But what do you think, Coach?
I like Trey. I thought Trey was going to be a slot receiver coming out of high school because he had that ability. Like he can catch and run routes. So he could take the K-Rod role, but he also got receivers who fit like K-Rod that you can use.
Yeah.
I don't know who's going to take the K-Rod role. You can use him or you can use Silas Bowden or Matthew Golden or Isaiah Bond. Look, you got so many weapons, bro.
We are truly an embarrassment of riches on the offensive side of the ball. And it's nice because it's not just in one or two positions. You know,
Right.
it's on the offensive line. It's the quarterback room is stacked. The receiver room is as deep as it's ever been, quoted directly from Sark. You know, like it's a very, very exciting position to be in as a Texas football fan, to see your offense be at this level, especially headed into the SEC, year one into the SEC. It's a very, like I said, an embarrassment of riches, and these are good problems to have. Like these are very, like the fact that we have so many different options, and it truly is an iron sharpening iron type situation from top to bottom on the offensive side of the ball is just a testament to what Sark and Kyle Flood and Tashard Choice and everybody has been able to do in the time that they've been here. So I'm stoked to see what the offense is actually able to do, especially when facing the new look of the SEC defenses. So this actually I agree with. I agree with a lot, because it does come down to Quinn. It comes down to what he is able to do, where if he's able to take that step and have the self-confidence and everything that we need him to have as the year 3 starter of the Texas Longhorns in a Steve Sarkisian pro style type offense, you know, and he's got the raw talent, he's got the physical ability. He's just got to put it. This is the year to put it all together.
Right.
This is the year you've been in situations, you've lost games that you shouldn't have lost. You've won games that a lot of people thought you probably should have lost. You know, like you've been in Bryant Denny Stadium beating Alabama by 10, but you've also couldn't freaking throw the ball in Stillwater because of some freaking wind. Anyways, so like he's been through a lot as the starting quarterback at the University of Texas, and that's not very it's a lot, and it's not very easy to that's not some there. Oh my gosh, words. That's not, I know I'm saying it. My freaking brain is going a million miles an hour, but going through all of that is hard enough, especially being the quarterback at the University of Texas, but it's even 10 times harder when you got Arch Manning right behind you, you know? So like, I'm excited to see what Quinn is able to do this season, but I agree, Ben, it definitely is going to come down to what Quinn is able to do and how he is able to kind of pave the way for that offense. Defense. Let's go ahead and flip to the defensive side. What?
Oh, they're gonna get you.
What?
They want to hear about the weapons on the outside.
Oh, did we miss receivers?
I brought them up about when's it taking a Wiseman role.
We didn't talk about it specifically. Okay, that's my bad. You're right. My bad. And tight ends. That's my bad. My bad. I'm telling you, it's Monday.
And laced up. Anyway.
I wish. I freaking wish, bro. I wish. Anyways, no, let's go ahead and hit that outside. Talk about the receiver, because okay, so there, like I said, talk about an embarrassment of riches from top to bottom. There are so many different options. Who is your starting 3?
Ooh, that's tough. They got to separate themselves in fall camp. I'm gonna go on record. Y'all can say what y'all want.
Well, this is pre fall camp. Okay. Just conversation.
Silas Golden is the best receiver on the team. Yeah, I said it. All 5'9" of him. All 5'9". He's fast. He can run routes. He got the in and out. He's quick. I mean, that dude got it. Oh. If I had to pick a 3, I'd probably go to older guys. I would go Bond, Bolden, and Golden. I'll go to older guys. And I'm only going based off track record of start playing older guys versus younger guys. Like, now, get it wrong. Unless
my question with that,
they had to play Worthy because they didn't have nobody else. But other than that, he plays older guys.
Well, that, but also my question with that is, do you think he's going to value experience in general or experience in his system more? Because you've got guys like Jonte Cook and DeAndre Moore that have been in his system longer. So what keeps like a Jonte Cook from being that other guy on the outside?
They older than him. That's it. It's about game experience. I mean, Jonte played a little bit as a freshman. Don't get it twisted, but at the same time, he got Bond.
Yeah.
Trying to get him out of the way.
Yeah.
Get your yards and get drafted because I got younger guys. Golden, get your yards, get drafted, get out the way. Silas Bowden, get your yards, get out the way. So I got younger guys coming. Not saying the younger guys won't play, but they didn't transfer to sit. They didn't transfer here to sit. That's the buck. You were told something to make you transfer here. You didn't come here for no reason. So.
Well, and Sark has also said, he said it in SEC Media Days that there will be more of a rotation this upcoming season. He doesn't have those staple guys. He doesn't have the Xavier Worthy, the Adonai Mitchell, and the Jordan Whittington he doesn't have that like staple of guys that he fully trusts for one reason or another. And so he did say and did mention that he would be rotating in receivers a lot more. So do you think that like do you think that there are guys like who is it that you think has the potential to maybe not start immediately but ends up being a very pivotal part of the offense by the end of the season?
Wingo.
Mm-hmm.
If he trusts the freshman enough to get out there. We saw him in the spring game. We saw he's turning up. He's turning up in practice and stuff like that. But he got to do it in a real game situation. I think he has all the talent in town. But it's a different thing out there in a real game. Like, because now I'm scheming you. Now I know when you come in the game, you're probably getting the ball and scheme against you. It's a difference where in practice and everything else, you're kind of one-on-ones. Like, all these practice reports we hear, it's either they're one-on-ones against DBs in practice. More times than not, the receiver's going to win. 7-on-7. Like, it's we saw him in the spring game against the third, fourth string guys. Like, right? And I'm not.
There have been plenty of guys that have tore it up in the spring game and not looked great in game. I'm not trying to be poke. I'm not trying to pick and poke, but Malik Murphy being a perfect example. There were times that he struggled in game.
Yeah, we ain't gonna talk about Malik on this show. They're gonna come get you.
No, it's the truth though. It's the truth. What we saw in the spring game was amazing, and there was a lot of hype coming from Malik Murphy taking Quinn's spot as the starting quarterback of the Texas Longhorns, and he ends up coming in, and there were times that we were nervous. Like, let's be 100% honest. There were times that he came in and showed that he was a first-time starting quarterback in college football.
Yes, that's true. That is completely true.
And so it has nothing to do with personal vendettas or anything like that. It's just the simple fact that he showed out at the spring game, but then ended up struggling when it came to the real in-game situations. Yeah. The quick decision making, when you don't know when you don't know exactly what's coming at you.
Did y'all notice it knows though he looked good in the first half?
Yes.
So second half, it was on him. I'm not going there.
No, but that's what I'm saying though, is that like there's a lot of things that go into it. But
I think I don't know. The first time, so I think he flashed. But unfortunately for him, and it's all about Malik.
For sure.
He was here at the wrong time. If Art was behind him, he'd still be here.
No, absolutely.
You know what I mean? He didn't get time. He didn't get his time to whatever. Anyway, he didn't get time to play through mistakes. But I think Wingo
or develop in the way that he deserved.
Right. I think it's Wingo or Cook to the original question. I think those are the two. I like DeAndre Moore, but I think he's got too many people ahead of him. And Wingo and Cook are versatile. So I don't know. DeAndre, it's like you got to play them all. But when I do say this, when Sark says he's going to rotate, it ain't going to be even.
Yeah.
Rotation don't mean even.
No.
You got 60 snaps, you got 15, you got 8.
Yeah.
You got in, though. You know what I mean? So that's not truly a mistake that rotation means everybody's rotating.
Well, Sark always has his main. He's always got his main receiver that will get, 100+ attempts per game. Like we'll get those types of opportunity. What are you laughing at?
Because you said 100 attempts a game. It's funny because it just seems like you get those things all day.
I mean,
it's funny. Yeah, I know.
What's so funny about that? I don't know. What's funny about that?
It was just funny because people remember everybody arguing about why does he keep throwing a Worthy? Why do you keep throwing a Worthy? Throw somebody else. Like, yeah,
but that's who Sark is as a play caller.
Right. That's who he schemes. You're right.
You know, you got to pay attention to even going back to what he's done at Alabama. You know, even when he had that amazing rotation of guys at Alabama, he still had the Devontae Smith.
Exactly.
You know, like he still had the Devontae Smith that, I don't know, won the freaking Heisman.
You know what I mean? Exactly.
So
you had Waddle on the bench behind him, but you had some dudes. You had Michi,
Ruggs.
Come on, bro. So
you got Henry Ruggs.
Yeah, Ruggs, Judy. Hey, he had some dudes over there. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see how the season goes. We'll see. We'll see.
So we talked a little bit about the guys on the outside. Do you want to go ahead and include tight ends in that as well? Because the tight end position obviously is going to start off with Amari Niblack. I've heard a lot of things about Juan Davis, and that there are a lot of piqued interest. There's a lot of piqued interest in Juan Davis, and to see what he is able to do in the in fall camp. And obviously you got Gunnar Helm, who has been a pretty reliable target for Quinn Ewers over the past 2 years. So what are you looking at the tight end position? Obviously in Jordan Washington as well, bringing in a guy like that.
I think you got Amari Niblack, who is way more athletic than JT Sanders could ever wish he could be. Niblack is so fast. He's like I wrote down Niblack's film and like him next to Isaiah Bond last year. We all know Isaiah Bond is fast. Like whenever they get off on the line of scrimmage, like he's ahead of Bond. Like that dude's fast for a tight end. He can be unguardable. And he got a block, but that's a different story. Gunnar Helm is probably the best tight end, complete tight end. He was the best tight end last year.
Yeah.
Most complete tight end last year than JT, if you ask me. So Helm is like Jason Witten. He's reliable, man. He's that old school. I'm gonna get open. I'm gonna do my job. I'm gonna block you. I'm gonna do. So he's gonna make all the right plays, do everything the right way.
His yak is a little better than Jason Witten, I will say.
Huh?
I said his yak is a little bit better than Jason Witten's. I will say.
Okay, like maybe old Jay Witt, young Jay Witt got down, but I mean, I think that I like him. I like who'd you mention?
Juan Davis.
Juan. If everybody remember when Juan was a freshman, Stark tried to run a tight end screen to one in Arkansas. He put one in the game versus Arkansas. He tried to run, so he believes in the dude because he was a freshman at the time. Juan he's a Amari Niblack. I think he just needs an opportunity. Like Juan, they almost put him at edge, and then they put him back. Juan can play too. So you got a lot of. I think Helm provides the blocking tight end for you, more complete blockers. Those guys are big enough to block on the edge and willingly, you know. But I like Helm, and then you throw in Sark goes around 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, so we'll see.
Well, and also remember that Juan Davis hit the portal at one point and removed himself. So obviously Sark sees something in the guy if he's wanting a guy to bring a guy back, especially, you know, after he did his whole thing about like once they hit the portal, they're not coming to Texas. But
coaches lie.
Well, but it goes to show that when a guy hits the portal that you don't want hitting the portal for whatever reason, because we haven't heard much from Juan Davis. So if a guy is hitting the portal that Sark doesn't want hitting the portal, he's gonna do what he can to bring him back. So like that answers the question on the hypothetical crap of if Xavier Worthy hit the portal, you know, Sark would ever blah 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 blah. Yes, obviously if Xavier Worthy would have hit the portal, Sark would have done whatever he could to keep Xavier Worthy. Duh.
And did, but anyway.
And did, period. Duh.
Yeah, Jedi Baron too. Anyway.
Duh. We're getting to that side of the ball. You can talk about that in a second.
Yeah. Okay. So, I'm sorry.
We got the pass catchers out of the way and everything. So now we can go ahead and flip over to the defensive side of the ball. Sorry, I got a little ahead of myself there. I was a little excited. But I also, we kind of brought up the receivers and stuff a little bit before that, so that's why I got confused. I'm a little slow. Sorry. And it's not for the reason that you suggested earlier. I wish it was, but it's not. There's a big difference. Okay. So let's go ahead and talk defensive line because I feel like the defensive line is where a lot of people have the most question marks, especially coming into fall camp and into the spring. Yeah. And going into, I was about to say spring, going into fall camp. So who are some of the guys that you are really, really looking at to kind of step up, and who do you think has the ability to really make a name for themselves and solidify their spot in their depth in the depth chart?
Well, I know we got Ethan Burke and Barron Terrell.
Mm-hmm.
We got Trey Moore, Colin Simmons. Those are the 4 edge guys who can kind of get out there. If I had my choice, I'd put Burke and Sorrell in the middle and let Trey Moore and Colin on the outside run like a little NASCAR package. But anyway, probably won't do that. Because I want speed up there too. They're big enough to hold it on. I mean, I think you got those 4. I think Colin could be situational to start out with because he's been a freshman. Situational, kind of like Anthony Hill was early on. Let him do it. Anyway, I've seen Colin not too long ago. He looks big. He even got bigger.
Yoked. Colin's yoked.
Yeah. He's yoked up. Shout out to Coach Beckton for that one. As far as edge, I like Vosick too. Vosick can get in and be a situational pass rusher. I think
Baby Bosa.
I think he can. I think he can get the rotation rusher passing. I think that thing probably play 6 edges. That's probably enough. You're not gonna play anybody other than that. I don't see everybody else other side of the field. I don't mean to be mean when I say other side of the field. That's kind of what happens. That's life. That's football. Either you're over here in 2 deep or 3 deep. 2 deep and 3 deep rotate back and forth from scout team. Anyway, that's just real life. That's just real life.
T.
Then we go to the middle. The edges will take care of it. Then we talk about the middle.
This is where the biggest question marks lie for most people. Obviously, losing Tavondre Sweat and Byron Murphy are not easily replaceable. So, what will you say?
During a pool party, the visit from Elijah Barnes, they were talking about him. Vernon Brodden was hitting the sled. It sounded like a car crash. Like he's like, oh, this dude's a beast. He was hitting the. He's like Vernon Brodden. I know. I said the same thing. Vernon Brodden. What? Like that dude was putting it all together. Like that's what they saw, right? I was like, okay. Like and Vernon and Alfred Collins both are athletic freaks. They're big. Like they look like SEC defense linemen, 6'4", 6'5", 300-something pounds, but they look super athletic. I ain't seen it on the field yet, but in year 8, I should see something. Okay.
Eventually, right?
It's year 5, but I want to see them. They make flashes. They flash, but I haven't seen them be consistent take over a game.
Mm-hmm.
Quite honestly, I don't know. Like, show me. The defensive line, the interior is a show me. Show me. Mm-hmm. I believe Coach Baker. I believe Coach Baker can teach. Right? I believe he'd do a great job finding his 2, 3, 4 in the rotation, but like, show me.
Mm-hmm.
Like everybody thought we brought the guys from Arizona, Big Bill Norton.
Mm-hmm.
To me, and this is me being real, Bill, Savea, Collins, Broughton are Jags, just guys, just average guys. And that's just me. I don't see them dominant and take over series, take over a quarter. Not yet. Show me you can. And then you become more than just a Jag.
Yeah.
Right? They should get one-on-one opportunities because the edge guys are so good. So they should be able to work. We'll see, though.
I want Jere Bledsoe to I want to see him be consistent. I really like that is the one guy on the interior that I want him to put it all together so badly. Yeah. That is the one guy on the defensive, like on that interior that I want him to get it together so badly. Yeah. Because he's probably the most athletic guy on the roster.
Oh yeah, well definitely.
He is an athletic freak.
I'm telling you. And Byron Murphy said, "Yo, look, that dude better than me. If he gets it together, he's better than me." And Byron Murphy is a
first round draft pick. So if he is saying that, like, get it together.
Yeah. Come on, I'm in his fan club. I'm on Dre Bledsoe.
Yes.
I believe in that dude. He got it. Like I'm
gonna call it Dre Bledsoe a breakout star for one of my breakout stars coming into fall camp. I'm really, really, really excited to see what Jure Bledsoe is able to do, especially with what Kenny Baker is able to do, bringing in a new guy, seeing if maybe bringing in, a different style might connect with Jure Bledsoe a little bit more. But I think I didn't say this on the offensive side of the ball, but I can't talk today at all. Oh my gosh. Jaden Blue is another one of my breakout stars for fall camp. Because whenever we're going back to the offensive side of the ball for a second, just because anytime they're talking about, running backs to watch this upcoming season, Jaden Blue is never on any of these lists. And I'm like, okay.
So Jaden was on that, man. I might be out of here leaving soon. He got to prove it too.
Jaden's got to prove it too, but that's what I'm saying is I think he can end up being a breakout star.
Yeah, I think he will be.
I think he will be too, and so I'm very, very excited to see what Jaden is able to do. But back to what we were talking about a second ago.
Yeah.
So what does the two deep look like for the interior? Who do you like if you had to put that out there right now? What would be your two deep for the interior right now?
I'd probably go Savea, Lowell, Collins, Brodden, and then the fifth guy is Norton. Those are my 5 interior right now.
How confident does that make you?
Are you on a scale from 1 to 10?
Sure.
Maybe 5.
Yikes! Fat ass yikes! Oh my gosh!
I feel like I can run right up the middle of them.
Yeah.
Who they stopping? Lowell is good, but he has never been healthy at all during college career at all. That's when we flipped from OU. He's never been healthy.
Yeah.
His whole career, he's never been. When he's good, he's healthy. He's damn good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, stay healthy. But anyway,
let's hope Torrey Becton has got him healthy in the past couple months.
It's all knees and shoulders though, which you put all the weight on, stress on because you're playing a D lineman. Knees and shoulders, you kind of need those. So, yeah.
Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes.
Ain't got no Michigan dudes, big. Trust me. Oh no, that's a front four for your ass. Anyway.
Yikes! Week 2 is gonna be fun. I'm excited to see what week 2. Like we're gonna end up doing a prediction show and everything, but I'm so excited about I'm so excited about week 2 because that's a game that I feel like is going to come down to the run game and which run game can be more productive. So
yeah,
we will see.
But quick pass screen game. Ooh-wee.
So we talked about the interior, we talked about the edges. Let's go ahead and go linebackers. You want to go
Let's do it.
Let's go ahead and start. Let's start linebackers. Obviously, you got Anthony Hill Jr.
Bam.
Duh.
He's dog, whatever you want to call him. Every verb you want to use, he's that. Anthony Hill's a guy. Like, he's a dude. I think for him this year, it's you have to take on Jalen Ford's role. Make the calls, make the checks, do everything, and then play and react.
Do you think that's a lot to do? Do you think that's asking a lot of a sophomore?
Hey, you got one more year after this, so you better figure it out now.
That's true.
I'm on him right now too. So I think for him is he'll be moved around. He won't play like traditional Mike linebacker, which is I love because let him rush off the edge, let him do a lot of things right.
Let him just be a menace.
My only concern for him is he probably won't be as clean as Jalen Ford was. And what I mean by that is Jalen Ford has Sweat Murphy in front of him. He didn't worry about a lineman blocking me. He was able to move freely and clean up everything, right? Anthony Hill ain't going to have those same dudes in front of him. So he can be having dodge, get out of his gap, take on lineman and shed and release and then make a tackle.
Yeah.
That's the difference of having a really, really good defensive line in front of you to help you and not saying Anthony Hills won't have a great season. He just may have to deal with more mess than Ford did in the middle, and I think that'll be key. So keep that dude clean. I mean, those defensive linemen hold their blocks, hold their double teams, hold their gaps, so Anthony Hill can kind of fly around and knock people out like he does. And so I think he'd be fine if he can do that.
And who are the guys that you expect to step up behind him? You know, you got David Benda, a guy that's been in year 6.
Yeah, Mo Blackwell. I think those two dudes will start next to him. Experienced guys who've seen a lot of football. They play well at times too. You know what I mean? I think it's more about consistency. With those two, all three of them really be more consistent. And Hill, I give him a pass because he was a freshman last year, so that's going to be more consistent. Kind of you expect him to be more consistent, but those older guys like be more consistent. I think Bender won't play in the pass game as much because watching film, we haven't did a film study a long time ago. He was lost. Like, which way do I go? Which way do I go? That's a story for a different day.
Yikes.
Mo Blackwell, who's the former safety, I like him in pass coverage. And he's big versus the run. He kind of fits that outside boundary linebacker guy. So we got some experience. And you got LaFowl behind him. You got we're kind of thin, huh?
Well, you got Tassilia Kana as well.
But he played. They moved him to well.
They have moved him around a little bit. They have moved Tassilia around a little bit.
We're kind of got Ty Anthony Smith, who's a young buck, a freshman.
Well, but Ty Anthony Smith was in a class of his own last year, so we are
a little thin.
We're
a little thin linebacker. So
we're a little thin at line. Yeah, we're a little thin at linebacker right now.
Do their thing and then LaValle do his thing, and move a Connor back maybe. And I know they'll tinker with moving Collins to linebacker, Colin Simmons to linebacker some. So you'll see Colin kind of play off ball. I don't like.
How concerned are you about the linebacker position? Because I know a lot of people have been a little bit concerned about depth, especially considering the fact that we did only take one linebacker in last year's class. So what are you kind of expecting from that group? How do you see that kind of coming to fruition?
I think that's a good solid group though. I think they're a really good solid group. I think they played a lot of ball. I think those three there are like workhorses. Like they can really get after it, right? Like those linebackers, I trust them on the field. Like they're gonna play to the whistle. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna go out there and hit you. They're gonna do everything they can. I feel way more confident doing the D-line. I just feel like if the D-line can hold guys from getting offensive line from getting to the second level and blocking them, I think they'd be really well. But if we struggle holding linemen from getting to the second level, it can be a long season versus the run.
Yikes. Yikes. No, and that's
them as a group though, I give them like a 7. I feel confident in them. But a lot of their job depends on people in front of them too.
Yeah. Ow. Sorry.
Here we go, Victor. Here goes your favorite second. Here goes your favorite group of secondary. Oh boy.
Let's get into the secondary for a second. Let's go ahead and go corners. Let's talk about the cornerbacks for a second.
If our corners were still in first base, they were taught how to bunt. Anything in baseball, they'll be excellent. Like if they were taught, if this is baseball, man, our corners would be like, man, because we got a corners coach that's a former baseball player, and let me stop. I'm sorry.
Well, because the thing is okay. So obviously you've got Manny. You got Manny on one side that he's gonna be on his side. He's got what he's got. It's Manny Mohammed. We saw what he was able to do last season. He really stepped up and solidified a spot for himself. So I definitely think that Manny's spot is pretty secure. But we do end up having Javion Cole and Gavin Holmes that are kind of fighting. Those are the two that I kind of really see fighting for that other spot. What do you think, Coach? How do you feel about that?
I think we do fight for that spot. Me personally, I like Cole. I coached against Cole last year. We played San Jose State. I think Cole has a lot of tools. I think he's nimble, athletic. I think he fits the scheme, match quarters that Texas loves to run.
He has had some injury issues as well, too, though. So that's something to take.
He's a smaller guy, I think, and he's not afraid to hit, but I think sometimes he gets nicked up because he throws his little body around. But Gavin isn't any bigger, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
like we don't have any big corners. Like Manny probably Warren Roberson and Manny probably the bigger ones. And Kobe Black's big, and those guys like 6'2", they're young babies.
Kobe Black is huge, and Kobe Black is long. Like Kobe Black is very, very like he's tall in a way that is very long. I don't know how to explain that in a different way. Like I don't know how else to explain that, but he is just very long. Like
balls.
Like he looks like stretched.
He is. He's big, but they're young. I don't know how much they play. I think the other, like I said, is Cole and Gavin fighting out the other side. And see, I think that depends on the scheme they play. If they play match quarters, they'll be fine. If they try to come out and play press man, I don't think that doesn't fit any of their styles. I think Manny can play either or. Manny's that talented corner, like a Jalen Ramsey. He's got that accountability, right? You know what I mean? Super athletic, so he shut down this side. So we wait to see what the other side looks like. Gavin can go play behind Manny, and then you can move up Warren Roberson and have him fight for it. Like, I love Warren. I talked to Warren in the spring. He was in Red Oak. He's like, man, they let me and 5 rock on the island. We shut the shit down. That's what he said. Put me and 5 on the island and let us shut shit down. Warren's another tough guy. Like, man, that's a dude, mentally and physically, right? But I think if Warren gets his shot, man, Warren can shut some shit down. Warren's a big physical corner. He's a big press man corner. So,
you think that could be a possible breakout star? Warren Roberson actually taking that?
Yes. So give him an opportunity. Yes. There you go. I knew he was coming. If they give Warren a shot, yes, Warren has a shot. Warren's good. I like Warren. He's young, but I think it's about time to see it field. Warren has a dog mentality. So I think they all gonna battle it out at corner. I think everybody does a lot of good things. Honestly, I mean, everybody's good at what they do. Like Manny's versatile, so he can play press man, he can play off, he can play match quarters, he can play zone. He kind of gets he's cerebral that way. He was taught that way, coach and trained that way before he got to Texas. Shout out to Coach Kyle Ward at South Oak Cliff, because that's the GOAT around here. But Coach Kyle Ward does a great job of teaching all type of schemes. I think Cole has been around the block a little bit. Right. He started at the SCS level, then he moved up, now he's at the bigger level. So for Cole, man, I've seen him play in multiple schemes, but the scheme he played on last year at San Jose State is the exact same scheme Texas plays in. And he excelled at it. Right? He had a great corners coach too. Now in Arizona with Coach Akina. Coach Akina brought him in as his assistant. That's how good he is. So then we got Gavin Holmes. Gavin gives you speed at the corner. Right. Like those guys aren't as big, him or Cole, but they give you speed so they can kind of defend against the deep ball. I ain't asking them to come up and hit nobody. They'll try. I ain't asking them to play a lot of press man because I'm just not. But match quarters is their thing. Let them play that cover 3. A lot of press bail. I think that'd be fine because they can run with people. I don't know, man. It just depends on what scheme we're playing and who we're playing against, how we match up against. I want to see. We play boundary and field corner. We don't. I wish Manny could just follow the number 1 guy. We don't do that. You got this side. You got boundary. You're a boundary corner or you're a field corner.
Yeah.
Like no, bro, I'm a corner. Ain't no field. Ain't no boundary. Ain't no. We play cat coverage. I got this cat. You got that cat. Like, no, for real.
Period.
Like, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna follow you all game and take your ass out the game.
Yeah.
I'm that talented. I believe in. Let the man do it. But we don't do that. We play field and boundary because they all love. Almost like never mind. Anyway. So we'll see. We got depth at corner. We got a lot of depth at corner. I think the younger guys can sit like the blacks and everybody else, and then kind of work their way up. And then I don't know. I feel good. I feel good about it. I feel good about the corners as long as we get a pass rush.
Yeah.
Because we saw last year against teams who we couldn't get a pass rush against, kind of slice and dice.
Yeah.
So,
absolutely. We saw it in the Washington game is a perfect example.
Yeah.
Washington game is a perfect example of that. But let's go ahead and get into our final position group because
safeties.
We got the safeties. We got the very back end of the defense, guys like bringing in guys like Andrew Makuba, Obviously, you've got Derek Williams Jr., Michael Taft, those types of guys. So, who's your starter? Who's your guy back there that you trust to set back there and cover where he needs to?
I trust Taft. I trust Derek Williams. I trust McCougar. I know that's 3 safeties, but I trust all 3. I think we should run 3 high defense anyway.
Look it.
And I did leave out Barron. Barron played a little safety too. Barron played.
Oh yeah.
So I forgot about Barron. Barron's the X factor. Barron can do it all. He still play man cover. He might get toasted a little bit, but I love him. Barron's good though.
We did forget about Barron. Sorry about that. Whoops.
I think he's spoken for. Like Barron's that dude. Safety. I like those 3 as safety. I do. I do think Taft is your Blake Gideon on the field. Like he's so smart and cerebral.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
They reported that Michael Taft has the highest football IQ of the entire roster. Michael Taft is one of the guys that has the deepest knowledge of football and the playbook of anybody on the field. So I believe that.
He's gonna make a great coach one day. What? I'm saying Michael Taft can make a great coach one day because he knows the game. He's like Blake Gideon.
Yeah.
He's just that dialed in. He knows. He's like a coach on the field. McCougar, like his freshman year at Clemson, freshman All-American. Sophomore year, I think he's living off the hype of that freshman All-American season. Keeping Buck, he's good, but he hasn't had a season like that freshman All-American season. And he's kind of been hurt too. So I want to see the McCougar we thought, we think we're getting versus what he has been the past 2 years.
Yeah.
I think Derek Williams another year in the system, another year playing college ball. He'd be able to play faster, react faster. Like he has all the tools to be. He can play in the box if he wanted to. Like he can do so much. He's versatile. So, I like the safeties as far as players on the field. Like I feel good about it. The veterans have seen a lot of football. I feel good about it. I think an experienced secondary is what you can always hope for, long as people with the headsets get out their way and don't mess them up.
Fair enough. Yeah. So from what it sounds like, you're a little bit more worried about the corners than you are the safeties at this point in time.
Yeah. Let me say, player-wise, I'm not worried about the players. I'm worried about the people teaching them. I'm just going to keep it a buck. Y'all know I don't lie. I'm going to call it what it is.
We keep it real on LacedUp. That's what we do.
Right? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm worried about the people teaching.
Fair enough.
You know what I mean? I can't go out there and say, I'm a chef and I'm messing up food thinking I'm Gordon Ramsay and I'm really not. You know what I'm saying? I got to go hire Gordon Ramsay because he actually been in the lab and know what he's doing. I can't take a baseball. Never mind. Let me stop. See, y'all.
Stop it. Stop it.
Hey, but Colorado State, yes, they're going to test our secondary. People think Colorado State's not good. They got a good coach. They got a good staff. They got a good team. They're going to run mesh. They're going to throw the ball over the field. Yes, they have speed. They have speed faster than you think. I coached against Colorado State last year. They're very, very good and well coached. Very, very good and well coached. So don't think Colorado State is going to be something easy later on. Like they won't be able to stop us. They won't be able to stop our offense.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, it's going to be.
They're going to test our defense.
It's going to be like the Wyoming game. We struggled versus Wyoming for 3 quarters.
Yeah. It was tied to go. It was tied in the 4th quarter.
Shout out to the Mountain West Conference because we balled in the Mountain West. I'm just putting it out there. And UNLV beat both of them. So anyway,
T. Period.
But no. Colorado State will give us. Look. They slowed down Colorado's offense last year. Colorado offense better than ours. We're gonna keep it. But now Colorado. I take it back. Colorado can't run the ball. They can throw the ball. So I'm sorry to say that. I'm gonna take that back. But they're gonna run mesh on us. We struggled versus Houston. Houston ran mesh on us last year. We struggled. That's how Colorado State runs is mesh. And they got an NFL receiver who might go day 1 or 2. He's that good. And they got a quarterback who's back. And they got a running back. And they got a tight end. Hey, they got some. Don't sleep on Colorado State. I'm not saying the game's going to be close. What I'm saying is you're going to look up and say, damn, how are they still in the game?
Why are we having such a problem with this game? Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think that's the thing. But I think Texas wins easy. But
yeah,
it's a cakewalk. because they got some dudes too. And they got a lot of local Dallas town, Duncanville, DeSoto kids too.
Yeah. This is actually a really good question because I heard some rumblings about this too. Some folks saying Jalen Gilbo is going to start over Jade Barron. So what do you think about that?
I think Gilbo will play. I don't think he starts over Jade. I don't see it. He could start nickel. If he starts a nickel or plays, then Barron's probably starting safety. I think him playing depends because Barron can be moved around and play other spots.
So you don't think it's going to be like a replacement of Jade Barron? It's just because it's going to be because Jade Barron's going to be moved around.
We keep paying Jade to stay. He's going to play. Come on, man.
I mean, that's true. Why else would you come back?
And Promising he'll play a little corner too, so yeah.
There we go. One of there was a breakout star that I forgot to mention on the defensive interior that I'm excited to see because, like I said, the interior of the defensive line is a position of need that's kind of begging for somebody to step up and really kind of take that position group by the horns, literally. But Alex January. I know he's just a freshman, but I'm very, very, very excited to see what Alex January is able to do. A lot of what Colin Simmons was able to do at Duncanville was because of Alex January. So I don't know if you guys watched the last state championship game that Colin and Alex January played in last season, but Alex January was kind of the silent killer of that game. Colin Simmons is obviously the one that I believe he's the one that had, I think he had so many sacks that game. It was insane. But, yeah, Alex January is a guy that I really got my eye on whenever it comes to freshman stars that could be on the upcoming and everything. So I'm really excited about that.
If he's ready to play consistently.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the biggest thing. I think he's good, but I'm not expecting him to be in the rotation early. Like, just not over the older guys, but I think Alex has a chance. I think Sadir, I love Sadir Venture, man. Sadir was 6'5", 6'6", 300 and something pounds, up 350 plus. Like Sadir, if he can, I think this. Everybody's saying, Sadir, get in shape so that you can be this player. I don't think Sadir is ever going to be that. I think Sadir's just going to be a big guy. Let his ass play. Let him play his way into shape. Like, just give him reps and let him do his thing.
Yeah.
I'm a big Sadir fan. I like the kid. I'm not going to ready to throw him away and say leave. Or, can't get your weight down. Hey, you can't get your weight down. You know what I mean? Like, stop. I'm just saying, people, like, don't tell a kid what to do and you can't do it. I hate that. Let the kid play. Let him play. I think he'll show his way and prove that he belongs on the field. You just got to let him play. All that, you need to earn it. You need to do this. Yeah. Man, just let that dude play. Like,
yeah,
can play. If you let him play, he'll stay locked in. If you ain't gonna play him, then I'll go to 6th Street and party too. If you ain't gonna play me, I'm serious. If you ain't gonna play me, why I gotta be locked in, right? Just let him play.
I agree. Like I said, I feel like there's a lot of talent in that interior defensive line room. It's just a matter of who's actually going to step up and do the damn thing.
Yeah, let Sadir play. Let us Bad New Bears. Let Sadir play. Let Sadir play. You remember that?
Period. Yes. Yes, I remember that.
Show you what's up. That's how I feel about Sadir. I love the kid.
Dang. So we went through the entire roster, the entire team, naming a bunch of guys, talking about from top to bottom, previewing what fall camp could look like, talking about the different position groups and everything like that. So if you enjoyed this episode, please, please, please make sure to give it a like, comment down below. Let us know who your breakout stars of fall camp are going to be. I am really, really excited to, do we need to do special teams? We can.
We got one good kicker, one punter.
That's what I'm saying. We can do special teams, but you got Bert Auburn.
Damn ball, do your job, now, Tisa.
Like, well, but it's not even that. It's just like there's not really like talking about special teams like that isn't even really that exciting because I mean you have guys that I feel like could produce on special teams. Like I think Trey Wisner is going to have a big impact on special teams. I think he's a guy that could be very impactful coming in. Matthew Golden is going to be really, really good on punt return. He was very, very good in the punt return game last season. I know at one point he was second to only Xavier Worthy. I think at one point he was even ahead of Xavier Worthy as the best punt returner in the nation at one point. So there are definitely things to be excited about when it comes to guys like that. But
look, my tip on special teams. Special teams is really, really important. Special teams really helps you win games.
Oh no, absolutely. I didn't mean to make it seem less important.
But man, there's a reason why so many coaches spend so much time on special teams. The good ones in there. The good teams spend a ton of time on special teams. We used to have 3 meetings on special teams.
Yeah.
A day at UNLV. Oh my God.
Some love special teams.
We had number 1 special teams of in the country. You know what I'm saying?
Sark loves himself some special teams.
You know, so special teams are important. Just find you some good kickers who can help flip the field and all that. Find you some good gunners, people who are smart. Find you a good kick return team. Find you a good kickoff team who actually understand and want to be on special teams and do their thing. And yeah, that's it.
Well, like I said, y'all, please let us know in the comments who your breakout stars of fall camp. Who are a few guys that you think are going to be some guys that really solidify their spot in fall camp before the upcoming game to kick off the season, y'all, because we're a month away. We're almost a month away, you guys. I cannot we're so close.
Let's go.
We're so close. Like I said, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Please, if you're watching from Twitter, please head over to YouTube and subscribe over there and hit that post notification bell so that you're notified every single time we go live or upload a video. Coach Dub, where can they find you? What are all the different cool places they can find you? They can find you on Twitter, Inside Texas, all that. So plug away.
You can find me on Twitter, Coach Williams II, always. Find me on Inside Texas because I'm always over there with my guys, Justin Wells, Eric Nolling, Joe, you know what I'm saying? Oh, man, Joe Cook, N Boy, LC, Drew Kelson. We got everybody over there. Come check us out. 2 months for $1. Use promo code IT1. We got it going on, and that leads you all the way to fall camp, past fall camp, a couple games in the season. But I can't say. I always, before I leave, I gotta say, hey, shout out to my people on 903 who are watching, aunt, nieces, cousins, everybody who watching. I appreciate y'all joining the live. Hey, Texas, recruit East Texas. We got some ballers in Beast Texas. Come find us,
Beast Texas 903.
What you waiting on, bro? Come get us.
Go get them. Go get them. Thank you guys so much for joining in on yet another episode of LacedUp Live. We really, really appreciate you guys every single week. And I can't wait to see what these look like, what these lives and stuff look like in season. I'm excited to see what the in-season lives and the in-season ideas, because I have an idea of possibly live streaming games. So obviously, if I go to games, that'll be a different story. But games and stuff that I watch at home, I am thinking of possibly live streaming those games, watching live reactions to those games and talking about it as we kind of go. So let me know if that's something that you guys would be interested in. I don't know if Coach Dub would be available for something like that, but for me, it's definitely something that I'm wanting to do. So please let me know in the comments below if you would want to see my live reactions to the football games, because I go crazy, y'all.
Yeah, crazy eyes.
So, like I said, please let me know in the comments who your breakout stars are, and let me know if you guys would like to see live reactions during game days and everything like that. So, once again, thank you guys so much for joining in. I really, really appreciate you guys. See you guys next week, where we can actually talk football next week, like real live football.
Oh, most definitely going. I've been
we can talk real live current football. Like, come on now. I'm so excited. Thank you guys so much again for joining in. We really, really appreciate you guys. See you next Monday. Hook 'em.
Holla.
Defense flying to the ball like vultures. Y'all got to pray. Shoot it out like John Wick. Tell me what y'all hate for. And I'm finna run a blitz on you like I'm J4. Standing on this championship trophy, I'm like 8-4. Had to do it big. This is it. Farewell tour. Competition sweet like Sade. Never secondary like Jade. My gang don't